Getting ready to finish this one up. I think got the old buffer out here. Getting ready to put the third coat on this. Did a coat last night of the Osmo and a coat this morning. I'm kind of interested in some of these patches here though. But anyway, it's a satin, so you aren't going to see a gloss on it. I did get the satin, but you can see a little bit of shininess to it. The third coat I'm going to put on with the buffer. So we're gonna get it on with the buffer, and then sorry, I was kicking some stuff around, and then I'm pretty much done. It feels amazing. Kind of wish I could do feel-o-vision here for you guys. It absolutely feels amazing. The one thing that's nice about the Osmo versus the Poly, which is the Poly's on the bottom and up a little bit on the sides, is that with the Osmo, the Poly's just a plastic coat, right? So, that's really the problem with Poly. You see the big stuff where everybody's all excited about the epoxy and all that kind of crap too, which is really nice. I've seen some really nice stuff, but the Poly, at the end of the day, the epoxy and the Poly are just plastic, right? So it's essentially just plastic covering over your wood. So when you feel it, it feels like plastic. So you have this beautiful piece of wood that feels like plastic. Now it is durable. I put it all over my bench over there and stuff. So the Poly has its places, but for a big old piece of wood like this, I kind of like to feel the wood. So on the top, that's what we're doing that Osmo, which is sitting over there. I'll go get it. And then I'm gonna put that other coat on, and there's the Osmo. Pollux oil, 3 coats should do it. And then the nice part, like I said, is that you actually get to. You don't really feel, well, you do. You feel the wood, but there is a kind of a wax coating. It just feels really awesome. It just feels like you could feel the wood. It's actual, wood. It's oil and hard wax soaked into your wood, filling up the pores. Feels really, really, really nice. So anyway, like I said, it'd be nice if I could do feel-o-vision so y'all can feel that. But putting the last coat on, it is going to be a satin, and then the tabletop is essentially done. That's it. The top itself is done, so then I've got all these parts up over here and legs over there and things, and I got to make a base. I kind of have a little template down there on the floor of what the size of it is probably going to be, but I'm not real sure yet. So we'll see. But before I do all that, I got to get this last coat of Osmo on here and go from there. The other thing about the Osmo that's really nice, if you guys are interested, is also the repairability of it, right? So if I covered this with Poly, one thing about Poly and epoxy that people aren't telling you is that they turn yellow. You can already see yellow a little bit on this, although the edges were yellow to begin with, but still they do turn yellow over age, and it doesn't take very long. About 3 to 5 years they yellow right up. So they do have epoxies that say non-yellowing, but they do turn yellow. The Poly turns yellow, so there is a yellow tinge to it. It'll turn yellow because it's plastic. The nice part, and then the other part is if I covered this with urethane though, and if you actually have an issue where you need to do a repair, so I've got a ring from a cup or something, right? Because this is going to be a coffee table. What do you have to do? Well, you have to strip the whole thing down with Poly or with the polyethylene and with the epoxy. But for the Osmo, all you really have to do is just sand off the piece you need to fix and then put more Osmo on it. So that's really nice. I like that. So anyway, I'm getting to 5 minutes. Maybe I'll make some more after I get this all buffed up. So we'll see here in just a bit.